my goodness. Part of something beautiful, other than what you're thinking and believing, aren't you? And notice when you're doing the thing you love, aren't you okay? When I'm doing the thing I love, I like to be aware of what I am thinking and believing in that situation. Why? Because it is not the action I'm it's giving me this experience that is so amazing. It's the absence of suffering in my head. Gosh, I don't know how that sounded, but oh, good. I saw a couple of thumbs up there. Yeah, my morning walk. I love the morning walk. What do I love about it? What I'm walking with. This is what I'm walking with. These thoughts that are just flowing. And I've done just enough work with that what is flowing in my head is non-duality, the absence of ego. There's this morning walk that any of you have done the school for the work, our time together. It's where we're just silent and we look at the world and the things in it and as though we've never seen it before. And then you can name it, give it what I call a first generation name, just a one word name. And you may see a flower and notice that you don't know. But the word flower comes to your mind. And you can name it flower, but maybe you name it ugly. The world would say it's a flower, but your mind just named it ugly. And oh, what a sin, my mind. No, just notice. Just notice this internal world that's going on. That's not right, not wrong. This ego's attempt to survive as I, object, am, walking, I am. So notice that and drop it and be walked. Be walked. It's like, I'm walking. I'm walking. Who am I without that? Who am I without taking credit for this miracle? I mean, oh, watch, I've got a plan. I'm going to do that again. Did you see my hands? Oh, I'm the doer now. Prior to that, it was happening. Spontaneous, no plan. No plan. And I'm not saying don't get plans. This is just, I described to you what an exercise, a life in stillness is for those of you that are just getting the hang of this. Who would I be without what I'm thinking and believing? I am she, he, they, them. Noticing. Whoa, that was, boy, you feel the energy? They, ooh, boy, that emotional. I like judging. It's so stimulating, and I'm right, and they're wrong. And if you don't believe me, obviously you're not my friend. Those people who would agree with me, now that's friendship. Hmm. If you want to meet a friend, find an enemy, hang out, let them kill you. You know, what could you judge me as that I couldn't claim? For better, for worse. If I'm judging you, that tells me about me, not you. That's mine. What I'm believing about you, that's mine. That's in me. So you live in me, don't you? You're in my world. That's where you're living. Those of you new to the work today, don't even try to track the silly woman. Just you know, I've got a song and I've just gotta sing it. Gotta sing my song. Then it's like life is beautiful. Life is a thought just came that would cost me that awareness. Not right or wrong. I just move it from my head to paper. I don't go, oh, you know, I did dun, 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 dun. No, I move it from my head to paper. That enlightens me. That's not a throwaway. That's valuable. It comes from ego. That's valuable. Identification. To question that arises. It's not a throwaway or to be ignored. In my world, it's exciting to see what the ego offers up and question it. It's a partnership without punishment. Oh, dears. And Onika, you have a question?
Hi, Katie. Yes, I do have a question. It's Donica. It's like Monica, but with a D. So that's my name.
Oh, Donica.
Yes. I've spoken to you twice. I did the work on my mother and on my father with you, which was very helpful. And I keep doing the sheets all the time. But right now, what I'm encountering is that I live in a lot of fear. So a lot of things come up in the future where I fear something may happen. And so yesterday I did a worksheet on an event. There was an award that I applied for that I really want to win. And I was chosen as a finalist, and I had a second interview and it went well. But of course, my ego is going crazy about, am I going to get it? Am I going to win? And then I did the worksheet on, you know, they may not choose me as a winner. They may not think I'm good enough to be the winner. But then when I ask the question, is it true? It is true, because they may not choose me. Because, you know, it's not a real situation.
Then there's that second question. Can you really know? Can you really know that it's true that they may not choose you?
Yeah, so that is all. I cannot know. So no.
Yes,
But
I still feel that. You know, take it in. They may not choose me. Turn around. They may choose me. They may not choose me. Is it true? You see, I take my time in it, honey. It's just really worth pondering because it's not ever about the job. Sitting in this work meditatively, that is the job. That's primary. That way you're freed up. If they don't choose you for the job, you're freed up for the job that is left for you, not that one.
mhm.
I've always got the right job. If I'm fired, it shows me where I'm not supposed to be. So it's that may sound airy fairy to some of you, but this is my life, my experience. It's tested. If I fall down, in my head, it's like, how do I know the ground needs a kiss? I just kissed it. How do I know I need something to catch me? It caught me. I didn't fall into the abyss. Something caught me. They may not choose me. Turn around, they may choose me. It's a wait and see, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, but I was just wondering, because it's a future event, then I think I'm getting caught up in the ego a lot. So I'm trying to stay in the situation, but I want to go over it. When I'm looking for proofs, I'm looking everywhere, not just in because in the situation there is not much happening, and I oftentimes find that I can remember clearly. It's very hard for me to recall specifics about the event. So it's almost, even if I do my best to find an example that is honest,
So,
but I'm
so,
almost
so walk it through for me. They may not choose you. Is it true?
no.
And
They may, yeah,
if this
yes,
were,
that one is true.
if I were doing this work, I would cut to the chase. They're not going to choose me. That's your fear.
Yeah,
So that's the one liner, not they may not choose me. It's like your fear is they won't choose you.
yeah, yeah. Um,
They won't choose you. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true? They won't choose you.
I don't know.
Okay, so feel that. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. Now notice how you react. What happens when you think the thought, they won't choose me? And you did really well in that last interview. But notice how you react at home now when you think the thought, they won't choose me.
So this is where I struggle. Do I work with the situation back then during the interview,
No,
or
right here, right now.
right here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So notice when you were thinking that thought and believing that thought, an anchor there. And it's really fresh because it lives in you.
Yeah, yeah. I just
So
start
notice,
feeling like a victim.
so notice how you react. You feel like a victim.
Yeah, and I close off and I become defensive, and I don't want to, I feel like mistreated, unfairly treated, that I can never win. So I get like sad and down and yeah, closed off.
So on a sidebar, that tells me how much you respect the very people you want to go to work for. You don't trust them. You think there's a prejudice against you. I
Yeah.
mean, you're so far away from that really fine interview you did, but you're going to work for people that you don't trust.
Yeah.
You have just made them someone I wouldn't want to work for in your mind's eye.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
villainize them and you want to go to work for them. So just notice things like this. All of you, when you're sitting in self-inquiry, open your mind. How do you react when you think the thought they won't choose you? Listen to your description.
Yeah.
They won't choose you. Who would you be without the thought? Just notice your life since the interview without the thought, they won't choose me, because you don't know if they will or not. You don't know. So notice your life between the interview and our time sitting together now. Same life. Look back on it, only without the thought, they won't choose me. Look how well you're doing.
Yeah.
Look how well you're doing in your life. And even with that worried head, that ego running, look how well you do in life. Look how you're choosing you, even considering what you're thinking and believing.
Yeah. So the funny thing is that when I applied for this award, and this award is exactly for living examples of people who recover, who are doing well, and just to through healthy lifestyle,
So it's
right?
not a job, it's an award.
Yes. Yeah, and it's a financial award, and I believe that I need the money. But when
Yeah.
I did the work because there was an interview with the finalists that was yesterday, but they actually delayed it. So it was supposed to be earlier, and I didn't get contacted by anyone, and I was sure that I didn't win. They didn't choose me. So I did the work couple times on this, and I found the blessing in it. I made almost peace with it, that they don't choose me because I can make my own money. I don't need them to give me the award. I can just, I am now
So honey,
mentally
they,
well to
they
do
won't
enough.
choose you. Turn it around. They will choose you. Okay. So just open your mind to that. That's possible. You made the right up there with the finalists. So just it's a don't know.
Yeah.
It's a don't know. They won't choose me. Is it true? How do you react when you believe the thought? Who would you be without it? And notice, even if they chose you, you'd be living the same
Yeah.
from the time of the interview to now. They won't choose me, turned around. I won't choose them enough to respect that whoever they give that award to has earned it. And that
Mhm.
includes you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't choose them. I don't respect them enough to.
And
I,
also, I don't choose me. I have
I
trouble
don't,
because when I do the turnarounds, I have trouble to accept myself and, give myself the credit and to feel good about it.
they won't choose me, turned around. I'm not choosing me
Yeah. Yeah.
for that award.
Mm.
Your ego goes back, and I should have said, and I shouldn't have said, and I should have worn something else, and I overdid it or underdid it. It's just, they won't choose me. I won't choose me.
Yeah.
And so even if you don't get the award, you've, that's quite an accomplishment. No one has to know what you have been through, because no one can, not even if you get the award.
Mhm.
No one can really know but you what you have been through. That makes you, that's your award.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
That's amazing. No one can take that from you.
Yeah.
But believing you need an award for it, or believing you need the financial part of the award
Mhm.
for it, look how well you're doing without it.
Yeah.
people with like billions of dollars don't think they have enough sometimes. They're terrified of losing it, not having enough. So you're not alone. Finances are a state of mind, with or without them. And look how well you're doing. Oh boy, and have you earned it? I don't know one person sitting with you today here. I can't imagine anyone that isn't grateful to have met you. And just, I'm in a kind of wonder and awe of what you've been through.
Mhm. Yeah. It's such a blessing. But then I keep, like now wanting other things, even though this was the single one thing I ever wanted. And
The ego doesn't, it's not particular about what it wants. It just wants, I want, my life would be better if, so I want that, it doesn't matter what the symbol is. It's impoverishment. And who would you be without the thought, they won't choose me? Look how well you're doing. You'll just continue.
Yeah.
Knowing you as well as all of us sitting with you today have met you. You just continue to just fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honey, thank you for
Thank you.
our time together. Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, Jamur, honey, you have a worksheet on your
Hi.
daughter. Hi.
Yes.
Hi. So, worksheet on your daughter. What is the situation?
So the situation is that my daughter has had a lot of aches and pains for the past several months, and she says for a couple of years. She has anxiety, OCD. She might be on the spectrum, although she hasn't been diagnosed.
Yeah.
And she's 15. And we got a bunch of blood work done last week, and everything seems good. So physically, it seems everything is a-okay. We weren't sure if she was malnourished or if there were other issues with her hemoglobin, but everything is good. And she's going through another spiral because of that, because she doesn't know how to pinpoint what is causing the pain.
Yeah.
And when I try to talk to her about the mind-body connection and how that might be at play here, she shuts down. So that's
Yeah,
the
because
situation.
her pain, it doesn't matter if it's psychological or not. It's pain.
It's pain.
Yeah, and even though doctors and all tests can't show cause for it,
Yeah,
when we're in pain, it hurts.
it
And
hurts.
yeah, so so on read number 1 on your worksheet.
Okay. I am frustrated with Sahana because she's going through yet another spiral.
So, and the situation?
The situation is that she came back from school last Friday, midday. She's not in school again today. And it happens every year around this time where she starts to spiral, schoolwork gets overwhelming, and then um, aggression and anger comes out in the house. So it's a spiral that I've seen many times.
So go to the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the situation. Now go to the particular situation where you're thinking the thought. Even though you've thought it many, many times, go to that situation, be there now with her. When you're thinking the thought, she's going through another spiral. Okay. She's going through she is going through another spiral. Good. You saw something there.
Yeah.
She is going through another spiral.
I'm going through another spiral.
Okay, so let's stay with this, that's slowing it down. She's going through another spiral. Is it true?
She might be.
No, the answer is yes or no. So it takes stillness. Be there now. Look at her. She's going through another spiral. Is it true?
Yeah. Yes.
And notice how you react when you think the thought, she's going through another spiral, and your ego is offering up those images of past,
And future.
those
Yeah.
images of future meaning like last season in the past, you're seeing that, Sharing. But the future, you're looking at just immediate, like it's not going to end. This is going to go on and on. So notice those images of past and future in your head when you're there with her in that situation and you're thinking the thought she's going through another spiral.
There's a few things that happen when I go through that. One is, of course, frustration.
Well, let's look at those images first, because they're the cause of your frustration, not your daughter.
Yeah, the image is that she's going to struggle in school. She's going to struggle socially. And it's going to cause a lot of meltdowns at home.
And you see all those images running.
Yes. Yes.
Now, what is the cause of your anxiety? Is it your daughter? Or is it the ego's work in your head of past and future and past and future? So be there now. Look at your daughter. What is the cause of your suffering? Is it her, or is it the ego's work of past, future in your head? Those images.
It's the ego's work.
Okay, so just be there and own that. It can't be her.
No, it's not her.
It's the her in your head. So are you talking to your daughter, or are you talking out of your head? Like that's your daughter as well. That's not your daughter in your head. That's ego. That's false. That's what people refer to when they're talking about the imagination. So
there's another thought that came up as I was thinking about, there was the ego and also that self-doubt inside me of how am I now going to help her reel it back in.
Okay, so we'll get to it. This work is checkmate. For those of you that have the courage to fill in a worksheet in a situation anchored there and sit in a meditative experience, the very open mind and these questions and turnarounds. She's going through another spiral. Now look at her Listen to her without those images in your head. That's a way of saying or offering up to you that fourth question. Who would you be without the thought she's going through another spiral? Get anchored, drop those images of past, future in your head. That's not your daughter. Be with your daughter, get still, listen to her words. Allow compassion to take that seat of worry. Get connected, listen, present. Don't try to change her mind, just sit with your precious. Listen to her words, her experience.
I would like to hug her, maybe even sit down on the ground. We were in my bathroom when this happened, when this exchange happened last night.
So do that now. Close your eyes. Be with your daughter listening. She's going through another spiral. I was going through another spiral. That was my spiral I was experiencing in her name.
Mhm.
Your spiral, not hers.
Mhm.
100% your spiral. Now, for both of your sakes, just step into that medicine. Just sit on the floor, be with her. And notice that that is also your medicine.
Mhm.
Now you're sane.
In those moments, she will want me to answer her questions, but then I also know that my answers are not what she um,
Okay, so notice you just shifted from that experience
Mhm.
of this situation. You just named something like another worksheet.
Okay.
Notice, come back, love the worksheet you're with, and move to number 2. In that situation where you're believing your daughter is spiraling and you're spiraling,
Mhm.
what do you want her to think, say, feel, or do? What do you want?
I
Situation, don't guess, be there now. It's like you can guess at things that you were
Mhm.
thinking, but be there now. What did you want in that situation where she was spiraling through another?
should I read out what I wrote or what I think now I should have?
What you wrote.
Okay. So I want Sahana to be open to listening and understanding what I am saying, to understand the pattern of how and when she spirals, to at least do some of that, some of the things that help her inculcate healthy habits.
Okay. Look at your daughter just the way she was. Look at her, she's spiraling. And notice your wants. You want that. Is it true?
She can't be there.
Yeah, now it's all about you, and she's spiraling,
Mhm.
and you're the one spiraling.
Mhm.
And notice how you treat your daughter when you think the thought, I want her to open to me and listen and understand what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Notice how you treat your daughter, what you say and do, your attitude.
Yeah, I get upset. I get upset.
That's a mother's fear. You know, in the world as we know it, that's justified. You're a good mother. But it's not helping you, it's not helping your daughter. You're spiraling, she's spiraling.
Mhm.
Okay, so you want her to be open to listen and to understand what you're saying. So now just be there. Listen to her and sit in that situation. I want me to be open to her spiral. I want me to listen to her and understand what she is saying
Mhm.
and understand it well. You're spiraling. So listen to her. I want me to be open to her spiraling and to listen and understand what she's saying. So live those turnarounds now. Sitting on the floor with her, just being there. Don't try to change her mind.
Mhm.
This is your medicine. You wrote this worksheet. Be open, listen, and understand.
Yes.
And notice how connected you are in that spiral.
Yeah.
And the medicine you want for her is yours now. So you can
Yeah.
hear, you can listen.
Mhm. Mhm. I think a lot of times I spiral because in the moment I don't know how I can help her.
So now you understand your daughter. You're expecting of her what you can't do yourself.
Mhm.
And notice how you treat her when, it's like you don't want her to spiral so that you'll stop spiraling. So you'll be okay. That's the ego's work.
Yeah.
And we think it's for them. And it's, so often it's just all about us.
Yeah.
We're blind to it.
Mhm.
We just want it to stop. Well, so does your daughter.
Yeah.
So you want your daughter to understand how and when she spirals. Be there now with your daughter. Look at her spiraling. You want her to understand how and when she spirals. Is it true?
No.
No, it's just asking the impossible,
Yeah.
which sends them more deeply into spirals because they're alone.
Mhm. Mhm.
And sometimes they prefer being alone. They've got to get away from us because there's no understanding there. There's just more being piled onto us as we're
Yeah.
spiraling.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want her to understand how and when she spirals. Who would you be without that thought, without that want in that situation with your daughter as she's spiraling?
I would really try to,
Honey, just let her
listen to her.
spiral.
Yeah, just listen to her.
Yes, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And notice who you are without the thought. I want her to understand how and when she spirals. Notice who you are, just not expecting that of her as she's going through a process that she does not know the way out of in that situation.
I think I end up being compassionate to her and myself, because then I take the weight of
When you take it
having,
off of her, it comes off of you.
yeah, because then I'm not wondering, how do I respond to this question, and able to acknowledge to her that I don't have all the answers yet. Sometimes that makes her very irate. And I think that leads to
Because
another.
yeah, because you're living in the answer
Mhm,
in this work you're doing right here, right now. You're living in the answer to what you want to give her and what she wants her mother
mhm,
to be.
mhm. Yeah.
I want her to understand how and when she spirals, turn it around. I want me to understand
How
how.
and when I spiral. Yeah.
So just be with that for a moment.
Mhm.
Need to understand how and when I spiral, when my daughter's spiraling.
Yeah.
Because it's true and it's a blessing. You have no cure for her other than what we're sitting in right now.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not guessing. You said you don't know how to help her.
No, I don't.
So now you do.
Yeah.
Give you what the understanding. I want her to understand how and when she spirals. I want me to understand how and when I spiral. Well, it's with my daughter when I think I'm supposed to have the answers and I don't. And I start saying things
Mhm.
that are coming out of my own spiral.
Yeah.
So that don't know mind is a blessing.
Mhm.
Situations with our children, they've known all their lives they've heard our song before.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you want her to inculcate, what is it, new habits?
Inculcate healthy habits.
You want her to inculcate new habits. Be
Mhm.
there with her. She's spiraling.
Mhm.
You want her to inculcate new habits. Is it true?
I just can't expect it of her.
It's a yes or no.
No.
This isn't discussion, it's a yes or no. All
Yeah.
of you when you're sitting in self-inquiry, that's what it is. It's self-inquiry. It's not not self-guessing.
Mm-hmm.
In that situation, you want her to inculcate new habits. Notice how you treat her, what you say and do. Be there now.
Mm-hmm.
Witness how you react when you think the thought, I want her to inculcate new habits. And she's spiraling.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that frightened mother. Look at that spiraling daughter. Without the thought, I want her to inculcate new habits. Look at those two innocents. Just stand apart, witness those two innocents. Just doing their best. I want her to inculcate new habits. So be there now, turn it around. I want me to inculcate habits
New habit.
when I'm sitting with my daughter and she's spiraling. So do that now. Live that turnaround now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you look at how you react when you're believing the thought, there are a lot of things that you say and do as a mother that you may want to in your own words, apologize to her for, the pressure
Yeah.
that you sometimes put her
Mm-hmm.
through when you're so frightened and that you're working on it.
Yes.
Sometimes you spiral too when you love her so much and you're unable
Mm-hmm.
to help her and that you're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
That all you care about is how to support her and when she needs you.
Yeah.
Let's look at 3.
Sahana should do what is in her control, not focus on what is unanswered right now. Explore the mind-body connection.
Yeah. She should do what is in her control.
Mm-hmm.
Her spiraling. Is it true that she should do what is in her control?
No, not in that moment. No.
She should stop focusing on what is not answered. Is it true?
No.
She should explore the mind-body freaking connection. Is it true? Look at her spiraling.
No. The funny thing is, I've been there myself. It took me years to understand it.
Now that is information that in some time and place you'll find it's appropriate, not inappropriate, to share with her.
Mm-hmm.
When you were spiraling and I was saying you should explore the mind-body connection, it took me years to do that, and I was expecting it of you.
Yeah.
I'm sincerely sorry for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Expecting something of you that took me years to.
Mm-hmm.
So read all of number 3. In that situation, my daughter should not
Mm-hmm. Do what is in her control.
and she should not
She
focus.
should focus on what is unanswered.
She should not focus
Yeah.
on what isn't answered.
Yeah.
And in that situation, she should not explore.
The mind-body connection.
She's spiraling.
Yeah.
She's spiraling and she's getting all this advice. And both of you just
Mm-hmm.
us. Okay, so be with your daughter and live this turnaround. I'll read your worksheet. I have it on my iPad here. Thank you, Paula. So close your eyes, be with your daughter, and live this turnaround. I'm spiraling. I should do what is in my control. So just listen to your daughter without any advice. I shouldn't focus on what isn't answered.
Mm-hmm.
Everything my daughter's saying, just listen.
Yeah.
And I should explore the mind-body connection in that situation with my daughter. So live that turnaround.
Yeah.
When you look at what you were thinking and believing, you can see the cause of your spiral, your spiraling.
Yeah.
And that's mind-body connection.
Yeah.
So just let her know that in that situation, how much you love her and how helpless you felt. And in all the years you've been practicing mind-body connection, that you're still a student
Yeah.
and doing the best that you can.
Mm-hmm.
And apologize for those things you expected of her. And let's look at 4.
So I didn't fill out 4 yet, but I did fill out 5.
Okay, so those of you new to the work, 4 on the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet is to get what you want from your daughter in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need to be happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you need to be happy? What do you need
I
to think, say, feel, or do in that situation? What would make you happy? Be there now, don't guess. I need my daughter to be happy. I'm spiraling, and to be happy, I need my daughter to.
need my daughter to have faith that things will be all right.
Okay, and look at her. That's beyond her.
Yeah.
So turn it around, live the possibility, be there now with her, and give you what would make you happy. I need me to have
The faith
faith,
that things will be all right.
and she'll stop spiraling. It's time.
Yeah.
Be there without trying to change or fix her. And notice with your eyes closed that sometimes it's appropriate just to get up and find some tissue if she needs to blow her nose or dry her tears, and then just sit back down quietly, just so you're not interrupting her process. Not that you would do that, but just to know love is the power.
Yeah.
Love in action. And inaction is action.
Yes.
It's giving. So to be happy, I don't need her. To have faith that things will be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to know. Now let's look at 5.
Sahana is rigid, stubborn, and flailing her arms up at the slightest bit of discomfort.
Yes, honey. Yeah, that's your baby. She's she's going through a rough time. So she is rigid. Look at her, listen to her. She is rigid. Is it true? Those of you new to the work, when we're working our worksheets, we're witnessing in real time now what we saw then and experienced then and heard then. We're anchored in that time and place. So the answers are shown. She's rigid. Is it true?
Yes.
And notice how you react when you think the thought, she's rigid. Notice what happens, those images of past, future. We're witnessing how you spiral. It's her mother. Notice how you react when you think the thought, she's rigid. You see those images of the future?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those aren't happening. Even though she's rigid, it's not getting any worse than what you're witnessing at any given moment.
Yes.
But your ego would have it, boy, just to the wall. Terrifying for a mother. But that's not your daughter. That's where your ego's taking it.
Yeah.
And it's not right or wrong. It's just to know the difference between your daughter and what the ego's offering up.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's rigid, turned around.
I am rigid. I am stubborn.
And flailing internally at her slightest discomfort.
Yeah. Yeah, that is so true for me. Every time I wonder if I've left a stone unturned. And feeling the weight of that on me.
But it's what you're thinking and believing that is the weight on you. It's not your daughter.
Mhm.
And when we're so into what we're, how we react when we believe the thought,
Mhm.
it stops us from being the most helpful that we can possibly be.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's enough,
Yeah.
but it is so much better than what we are looking at now.
Mhm. Yeah.
Fear is messy, messy work. Being present and conscious, we know what to do. The ego would say, "Oh, it's wrong." It's wrong. We know what to do, and one thing we can do is, even though you were spiraling, when you consider what you were thinking and believing, you were doing your best,
Mhm.
100%.
Yeah.
She's stubborn, turned around in that situation. I am.
I am stubborn. I am flailing my arms at the slightest bit of her discomfort.
And notice as you're looking at her discomfort,
Mhm.
notice she's flailing her arms, but your ego, just check it out, is seeing it in the future, getting worse, out of control. And that's not what's happening. She's simply flailing her arms.
Yeah. And I have proof of that, actually, because during summer she was away for a 2-week camp overseas. And there was stuff that happened where she was flailing her arms, but it was literally just flailing her arms and it was handled. She was away from me. I wasn't. Yeah, I have proof of it.
You're just flailing her arms.
Yeah.
My daughter was rigid in that situation. What is the opposite of rigid?
Flexible.
So check it out. Do you see any of that? It doesn't mean it's there, but do you see any of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's stubborn. She's open.
Yeah.
You see any of that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Flailing her arms at the slightest discomfort, not flailing her arms at the slightest discomfort.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something you could know. It's like she's flailing her arms. That's what you can know.
Yeah.
And it's just, she's just flailing her arms,
Yeah.
as I quote you there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Notice when your daughter is spiraling in that situation, the image of her not spiraling. The ego offers it up,
Mm-hmm.
like the past where she wasn't spiraling. And then the ego compares that with your spiraling daughter.
Yeah.
Now, that's not justice.
Yeah.
The ego is not into justice.
Yeah.
It's into being right,
Mm-hmm.
comfortable in its fear, and that's not comfortable.
Yeah.
So in that situation, I am
I am rigid. Yeah.
stubborn,
Yeah.
flailing my arms at slightest discomfort. Now, what were you doing? Maybe you weren't flailing your arms, but you were flailing something. So close your eyes and get in touch. Was it your shoulders? Maybe it was your arms. Was it what is it?
It was my voice.
Your voice.
Yeah. It got louder and louder.
Yeah. That's a way of saying more frightened, more frightened. Just know that about you
Mm-hmm.
in that situation, your tendency with her when she's experiencing that those traumas.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at 6.
I didn't write this one out, but I can go there and
You know what I like about you sitting in this is it a sense of dread leaves us.
mm-hmm.
We're left with a kind of permission inside of us that we wouldn't even say, oh, I give her permission to um, spiral.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, it's like living it not out of fear, but just being there when
Mm-hmm.
she is, if you are there when she is spiraling.
Yeah.
It ceases to become a thing in the
Mm-hmm.
family.
Mm-hmm.
And as you live this wisdom in you,
Mm-hmm.
and we're
Mm-hmm.
all looking at and witnessing it, your family will take this on, and so will your daughter. She's not this thing in the family.
Yeah.
Everyone begins to, through you, there's a teacher in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And the power of that, I can't even speak to other than my entire family shifted. Didn't
Yeah.
expect it. Yeah, that's how I can honestly say love is the power. And for me, love, understanding is a word. It's understanding is love. That's the power.
Mm-hmm.
And to understand oneself is to understand others.
Yeah.
This is Earth School. That's how it is. Understanding is the power. It's such a privilege working with you today. Your mind is so open. And working with you, I'm just hearing the word mother, mother, mother. This mother that we're meeting in you today. It's just so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well,
This is
let's look at number 6. In that situation, what is it you never want to experience again with your daughter when she's spiraling?
with my daughter or with myself.
With your daughter.
I never want to experience again that feeling of
Helpless,
helplessness.
helplessness.
Yeah,
I'm willing to.
I'm willing to experience that feeling of helplessness.
Yes, because it would be, if you experience that again with your daughter, it's another worksheet. It's not done until it's done. So I look forward to.
I look forward to experiencing that helplessness again.
Yeah, yeah. What a privilege to be so courageous as to, your daughter is your teacher, obviously,
Yes.
and she'll teach you through spiraling. She'll teach you patience and unconditional love and understanding and everything you came to Earth School for.
Yeah.
And what she can't give you, there are other people in the world that will. I
Mhm.
love that in Earth School. I love that so much.
Yeah.
Those of you that want a teacher, hang out with an enemy. I don't really mean hang out with an enemy. They'll come as needed. And
Mhm.
you can do war, or you can fill in a worksheet with what you were thinking and believing in the situation where you would see that person as an enemy. Honey, thank you. Thank you. I'd love to get some feedback on what people experience sitting in your work today. So a mother's love. Heather. Hi, Heather.
Hi.
Hi. What were
This
your
work is
takeaways today?
oh, this is my work. It
Mm,
I'm always trying to fix my my both my kids
mm-hmm.
with this, but I did have a time where I made a mistake. But I knew I didn't say something that made him happy for sure, and so I went back and apologized for it. So it's like I don't know. I misread his signs, and it's just it could be this is happening every day. I'm not I'm not just being present. I'm trying to think of a way to make him successful, to make all sorts of things. So this is definitely my work, and I'm going to listen to it again tomorrow because I couldn't be 100% focused today.
Yeah.
And oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. Boy, worksheets on that guy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for your work today. I don't know if I can say your name. Jamal? Yeah.
Yeah. Jamour. I'm not sure. Yeah, she just gave us the okay for that. Oh, so, um, Maxine,
Hello,
hello
Katie. Yes,
today.
my takeaway today is trying to change people outside is hopeless. It's always, and as you've said, it's tested through all the worksheets I've witnessed and I've done for myself.
Mm,
And I have that's my takeaway. And also you often mentioning the daughter is spiraling to kind of help her to see the truth instead of trying to grab an imagined daughter in her head, instead of denying the real daughter in front of her. At least the daughter's behavior in her head is spiraling. So let's face the truth, as you've mentioned on the book, and then after facing the truth, then start doing the worksheet. That's very important step in my life. I have a question is, I know some people, they're doing the work and then after a while they drop the work and they're busy with the other things in life. I had that period of time also. I felt, oh, I've done many worksheets enough. I feel I can focus on my real life, just keep worksheet in my head, in my heart. I realize my own personal experiences, it doesn't work. The ego override very quick in a very tricky way. Even sometimes taking advantage of what you say. Like, oh, there's no wrong way of doing the work or no mistake. And then try to convince myself of, okay, I put this aside, I do it later. And then the later never comes until the work knocks the door harder. Something happened in life, couldn't handle it anymore, and then back to the work.
You know, what I love about the work is it's self-inquiry, and what I love about that is it fits in every other modality. It doesn't exclude any other modality. It's just hangs out there for us to it takes us in the way that we witness Jamur's work today and the way you describe it, sweetheart. Oh boy. Okay, dears. It's always just such a privilege to be a part of this community. And thanks to your contributions, Steph and I are here every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, same time, same place. And Jamur, thank you again for being our teacher today, and for all of you following this. You know, what a privilege. You blow my mind and my heart wide open, dears. Thank you for something beautiful.